Hello and welcome back to another Talking Freight, brought to you by Cerasis, the transportation management company. Now you may notice a little bit of a change of scenery. That's because in a couple weeks, we're gonna be going into a brand new studio so we can get ready to bring you even more great videos and exciting content in 2020. But we never wanna make sure you miss a week of Talking Freight, so we're gonna get right into it. And with that said, today, if you're a big Final Mile fan, sadly, our long-going series on Talking Freight with everything Final Mile comes to an end with this video. If you go down to the description below, you'll find a link to the full playlist of all of our Final Mile videos on Talking Freight and in Fast Freight 5. And as you know, Cerasis has recently launched our Final Mile product for those LTL freight shippers who need a little bit of extra care when they're delivering to the end customer, whether it be at a local business or a residence. So if you need some Final Mile and you're an LTL freight shipper, you don't need to look anywhere else but here at Cerasis and our Cerasis TMS. Today, we're gonna close out the Final Mile series with one of the most important aspects of the move, white glove services, and how e-commerce is gonna make white glove services even more important to hit customer experience goals. White glove and Final Mile services, they refer to the services provided by a shipper or carrier that go beyond the traditional drop-off for delivery. As a result, white glove logistics are typically reserved for high-quality purchases and those requiring extensive setup and delivery. Imagine furniture, items too big to fit in a regular pallet within a full truckload, items requiring extra care and consideration during shipping, and much more. So let's talk white glove and e-commerce. First, shippers will look to white glove services to solve complex shipping problems and pain points. White glove services offer shippers an opportunity to solve some of the most complex problems in the industry. One of these includes the concept of space wastage and utilization. As we saw in 2018 with the tight capacity crunch, sometimes securing available capacity to ship large, bulky items via LTL freight can get much more difficult. If so, this will result in extensive costs for shipping items that would not meet the criteria for a full truckload, that LTL space. However, using white glove logistics to reduce costs for bulky and labor-intensive purchases can effectively remove the concern from traditional carriers and ensure shipments to consumers happen on time. Second, personalized Final Mile services will continue to improve brand reputation. Offering an additional level of white glove and Final Mile services will effectively increase the brand reputation for any company. Personalized Final Mile services must consider the unique needs of consumers. Consumers may want purchases left inside their homes, vehicles, workplaces, or other locations, and such purchases may even require assembly. Third, Final Mile will become the most important part of all shipments. Due to the increased pressure on shippers and carriers to move bigger products throughout the supply chain, such as furniture, the use of white glove and Final Mile logistics will only increase. Just think about all of those direct-to-consumer mattress companies that you've seen pop out over the last few years. Guess what, folks? That's only going to increase, and people are going to want bigger stuff inside their homes. Most importantly, Final Mile logistics are the last step in the logistics process that consumers have the most interaction. And as a result, any failure during the last mile delivery phase will be noticed by the customer. Therefore, shippers must begin working to enhance last mile delivery services, including outsourcing, to ensure they can reach customers regardless of where they are located. Fourth, white glove will offer additional support during peak seasons. There will always be times when white glove service is not necessary, but simply having access to white glove service will enhance the scalability of an enterprise, especially during peak shopping seasons, especially in the holidays. Moreover, peak season represents one of the periods when white glove logistics may be in the highest demand. For example, consumers may want to leverage white glove service to set up new furniture, office equipment, gifts, decor, and more. The need to complete these activities while consumers are away is an essential aspect of successful white glove service. Since white glove service means an added layer of trust and skill during delivery, shippers can work to give consumers more than just a product. They can become an extension of their interior decorator, carpenter, IT team, and more. The opportunities for expansion of white glove services are extensive, and shippers that take note can position their organizations to stay competitive with Amazon and their other competitors. And fifth, final mile services will begin to include service after the sale. An exciting prospect surrounding the use of white glove services and last mile capabilities will be the evolution of contracted services after the sale. While white glove logistics is traditionally associated with delivery and setup, it is likely that more companies will look to use white glove services as a sort of customer satisfaction component. This might include removal of all property, servicing of existing property, and installation of new property. So in conclusion, more shippers will look to white glove and final mile services to offer an additional benefit to their customers. The most important part of any transaction is delivery, but a misstep in delivery can render all prior actions useless. It does not benefit the consumer to have their package delivered to a neighbor. I've been there. My neighbor did not want my child's Halloween costume. Therefore, shippers should begin investing in new technology to increase accountability and visibility into last mile logistics. Furthermore, shippers should consider utilizing white glove services for all items more massive than a standard pallet or requiring advanced assembly. That's it for this week's Talking Freight. Thanks for joining us in our temporary location, and we'll see you on the next episode. Hold up, before you go, make sure you hit that subscribe button and subscribe to Cerasis' YouTube channel. You'll get up-to-the-minute info from Fast Freight 5, educational material on Talking Freight, and the best voices in the freight industry from the Freight Project podcast and As We Hit events across the country.